You gotta think that. Racing across the city on awesome looking speed jets, shooting at each other is gonna be so cool. Yeah, but that's not quite how it worked out. Good evening, weeps. Have you been thirsty for some action? Well, look no more, cause my Uncensored series is back. It's the new 2023 and far from ending, so what's stopping us boys from enjoying the state of being alive? No offense to the ladies. Welcome to my top 10 no holds bar anime you cannot watch in public. Part 3. Like and subscribe for more, and let's get into it. See what I did there? Say hello to the only action anime to grace this list. Killing Bites is a little bit of Darwin's Game, a little bit of Kengan Ashura, a little bit of Tomb. Yeah, I don't even know what the fuck this is. The truth is, I'd rather rewatch any of those shows than finish this one. It's an anime with a very interesting bioengineering concept, to say the least, turning regular humans into beast people. Cool technology, and they're using it to pick fights. I certainly know what I would do with it. Killing Bites was a good anime. I mean, it's supposed to be good, right?
It's shit.
This anime had some great ideas, but none of them were executed properly. The other thing this anime was an edgy mess. And the female protagonist, whoo, she's even worse. All she ever talks about are bites and kill and strongest one. She barely even qualifies as a protagonist, and her dumb manager is no better. It has the fan service to make it into this video, but that's pretty much all the show has in its favor, or against it, however way you want to look at it. But one thing's for sure, I'll probably never finish this anime. Ooh! I never thought I would want to be a dog so much. My life as Inukai-san's dog is like a less cringer version of Dog and Scissors. Or is it more? What do we even have here? Pochita's finally given up on being a chainsaw devil. He's just a booby devil dog now, mate. But my god, is Pochita the booby slayer now? He's got boobies left, right and center. This is an anime you can tell right away directly targets the horny fandom. And if you're in that fandom, then go see it right away. The episodes are really short, and they're not really as good as other shows that are similar in length, like say My Wife is the Student Council President. But it'll sure get your motor running. Because here you'll find a girl saying, if I can't bang him, then I'll just bang his desk. Let me ask you something as a weeb. What's better than going to a maid cafe? Going to a maid school, buddy? Ladies vs. Butlers is one of the first ecchi anime I ever watched years ago, and as such it holds a special place in my ecchi heart. But I gotta tell you, I don't really understand why any boy would want to spend their entire life going to school for the sole purpose of becoming a butler, but don't let that get in your head, cause after all, if you think about these things, then most anime won't make sense to you. Coming straight from the studio that gave us To Love Ru, you gotta know that this is another anime that 90% of the ecchi fandom can accept, including me. Cause all in all, when I watched Ladies vs. Butlers however much years ago, I really did like it. Renai Flops, a sci-fi harem. Alright, let's see what we have here. The responsible one, check. The teacher, check. The clumsy one, check. The tsundere, check. The whitehead cutie, check. Wait. The fuck? Imagine when your dad tells you there is no need to limit yourself based on gender. He brings 5 ladies to your house and one of them is a dude. Oh, easy. Telling you to pick which one you would like to get married to. Sounds interesting, right? But wait. This is just Mama Puri. Renai Flops did well in terms of the overall animation look, but absolutely nothing else. These girls each have their own secrets, like one of them is a damn assassin and another one is a freaking magical girl who, guess this, has to do loot things to charge her magic supply. Are you freaking kidding me? This is just Beat Angel Escalator, coming straight from Studio Passion, which is infamous for how detailed their works tend to be, so Renai Flops is kind of a letdown in the ecchi department considering. Although it's not really the first time as Mariyoko-chan isn't even uncensored to begin with. But when it comes to taking up weird ideas, Studio Passion is still at the top of their game. Cause now we have aliens that blows your balls off, and absolutely nothing else. You have aliens, assassins, yakuza, magical girls, and a useless dad. The anime is a cluster mess of ideas that makes it rank pretty low. But not that the show itself is not enjoyable. The anime is actually not bad to say the least. In the grand scale of things, it's just flat. Like this girl is Little Monika Monogatari. This is a very short anime, only 2 episodes long, and if you've watched anime long enough and you recognize that visual, then you probably know exactly what that means. But if you're like me and you can easily get past the whole scenes, there is some real story to be seen here. A story that could easily pass for an ecchi anime if not for the scenes. As far as each anime goes, it gets a passing grade. Oh boy! Oh my! Good lord! Bitter Grill and the Philosopher's Time is perhaps the most hentai-like anime on this list. If you're looking for some good old booby shots, then you can't go wrong here. It's one of my favorite anime on this list and I actually have no idea why I even like this crap. Maybe it's because everything on this list is crap. And I absolutely love the end theme, or maybe just because it's different. It's funny, it's horny as hell, and it works a lot like interspecies reviewers. And I mentioned interspecies reviewers in the part 1 of this video. I'll link it in the description. These two shows carry a crap ton of ecchi and it still works. Maybe it's because that's what the entire shows are about, with the only core difference being that interspecies reviewers carry age scenes, while Peter Grill have full-on ecchi body shots, with no random object or bright light whatsoever ruining the shot. And I like it, it's real, it's different, it's unique, which for obvious YouTube reasons I can't really show you. But if you haven't seen the anime yet and you're interested in viewing what's behind that black box, then go watch it. Here's a quick context. Peter Grill has recently achieved the title of World's Strongest Man, and as such he gained the attention of multiple women who will stop at nothing to bone him to create powerful descendants. The only problem? They have extremely bad timing. He's already engaged, but guess what? This isn't World's End Harem. That's right! I will not betray my woman. These girls carry such rocking bodies that he just can't help himself, and it just doesn't help that they often blackmail him into doing it. No matter how hard he tries, he always ends up in this same situation, and ended up delivering one of the hardest lines you've ever heard. Why is it that people are only capable of rational thinking after they've already screwed up? Just when he has that situation under control, another one pops up. This hot black skin, whoo, mama, just let me be this guy for the day. That's right, you will not get me a second time. Screw my life. Actual trash approaching. Kanukon, one of the oldest and useless additions to the ecchi genre, meets the high schooler. This isn't a trap, this is literally a child. The show does everything to actively remind us that he really is too young for this crap. But I don't even know how he's in high school in the first place. But long story short, Chizuru you see here is a 4th century-old lady who openly and sexually preys on this little boy, both physically and mentally, wherever and whenever she can, with no regards of her surroundings. She is completely and utterly love-struck by this little boy for some cliche-ass bullshit reason. I mean, I really don't get it. What do these fine foxes see in this scrawny child? Of all the boys they could have ended up with, it just makes me think that
it should have been me, not him! It's not fair!
Well, I get it, this anime is very old. This was way back then when people didn't care about the context. What I don't get is, why are there still people who are doing this till this day? God damn. When it comes to anime, there is one word that you're never truly sure what it means. Sports. Sports are a very broad topic when it comes to anime, and the deeper you look, the weirder it gets. Like, literally. But if you think the Butt Jiggle Gang version 2.0 you don't know what you're looking at is weird, then try Riptide GP2 Renegade anime version. Kandagawa Jet Girls is literally an anime about a sports where girls race against each other using water automated jet skis. But that isn't the weird part. This is. Yeah, the only way to obstruct your opponent is by shooting their clothes off. You gotta think that racing across the city on awesome looking speed jets, shooting at each other is gonna be so cool. Yeah, but that's not quite how it worked out. This is what I call some terrible writing and terrible directing. The only thing that even brought this anime to my attention was the fan service. Don't judge me. I've known about this anime for a while now, but never got around to watching it until I came into this video. And I gotta say, I was not missing anything. And also, the English dub version of this anime is absolutely terrible. I don't know who directed it, but that person needs help. Let's move on from some cold water to some hot water. Yuna and the Haunted Hot Springs. It's about a guy who's living at a haunted mansion because it's dirt cheap. Needless to say, he's the only male resident in this entire household. 1 guy, 7 girls, 1 roof. When you hear that statement, you should know exactly what it means. It's groping time! This is a supernatural hunting anime that was specifically made for the ecchi, and as such, the ecchi don't overstay their welcome. It might be just another cliche ecchi anime, but the very fact of the setting taking place in a haunted mansion separates it from so many others. You have the supernatural entities and you have the supernatural hunters, the exorcist. The show doesn't do much, but it's entertaining enough to not matter. However way you slice it, Yuna and the Haunted Hot Springs is undoubtedly better than some random cliche ecchi anime that don't even know what they're doing.
Thought we wouldn't notice, but we did.
Hagana is a romantic comedy about a bunch of losers that just can't seem to be able to make friends, no matter how hard they try, even though the internet exists. And so they came up with a single solution. The only solution. That's right. If I can't make a real friend, then I just make some sex friends, mate.
Would you like to try sexual inter-
Well, I guess it's not really hard to see why these high schoolers have no friends. Whoa, hold up. This is a high schooler? Why would people stay away from her? She's a lolly who dresses like a boy. Wait. This is a dude? I swear these straps are everywhere. There's the calm and smart one, which I have no idea how she has no friends. There's the constant horny scientist who openly reads porn. There's the club advisor who... a child? Is this another trap? Do we have another lolly situation going on here? You won't get me this time, anime.
How old are you anyway? 10 years old.
Oh, it's just an actual child. What the fuck? There's the protagonist himself, often mistaken for a delinquent due to his sluggish appearance, which I can totally see why. And his adorable younger sister who doesn't know the difference between anime and reality. I believe this is called a weeb. Now subscribe. And then there's this one with the big, round, beautiful eyes. Were you expecting to hear something else? Get your mind out of the gutter. If you think reading hentai out in public is bad enough, then try playing it. And you've reached the end of the video. You have my thanks. Here's the last piece of trivia before you leave. Did you know that in the Goblin Slayer anime nobody said their name? Everyone refers to everyone else as what they are or what they do, like the priestess, the elf, the spearman, or the Goblin Slayer. From this point on, I'll try to pin a piece of trivia at the end of my videos. If you haven't already subscribed yet, now's the perfect time to do so. My name is Taz, this is Weebs Mojo, and I'll see you next time. Hey, thanks for watching.